I was wrong. I admitted I was wrong. I was wrong about the GLP-1 shot. Yes, I was. So I'm going to share my story with you. I'm going to share my journey with you. So I first heard about this shot about 4.5 years ago from my hairdresser, and it was brand new. She was going like to a clinic once a week, and she was dropping weight. She was looking great. And I'm like, what is this shot? First of all, I'm afraid of needles. I'm not doing needles. And she's like, oh, it's like that Ozempic. And I'm like, are you a diabetic? She said, no. I said, well, you're going to be. Like, I didn't get it, right? And anyway, I wasn't going to have anything to do with it because I'm afraid of shots and I'm not diabetic. So, and then we're going to fast forward. Like I've heard all the things. I was on my soapbox. I was on my soapbox about what I thought about it. I'd heard your stomach's going to freeze, your hair's going to fall out, you're not going to be able to go to the bathroom, you're going to have that Ozempic face, like all the things, right? And that's all I'd heard. So I was on my soapbox about it, and I was trying to tell all my friends, I was trying to save their life because I didn't get it, right? And then in December, my daughter-in-law stopped by to see me, and she got out of the car, and I'm like, she had lost so much weight. She looked so good. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm doing the shot. I'm like, oh no. But anyway, you guys, it was so dramatic, and I know her. So I bit the bullet and I ordered it. I ordered it in December. And when I started, I got the pens, and because I'm afraid of shot needles. And so I thought if I don't see it, I won't be afraid of it. So my husband gave me the shot in the pen, and I had made a commitment I wasn't going to get on the scale because I know myself. And if I had gotten on the scale, I'd be obsessive with it. I'd be getting on the scale, when I got up in the morning, when I went to the bathroom, all the things. So I just wasn't going to do that. So I didn't get on the scale for 8 weeks. And before I tell you how much I lost, I will tell you this. I didn't really have any side effects. The only side effect I had, and I'm still on it, I still have like 30 more to go. The only side effect I had was about 48 to 72 hours after the shot, I got really nauseous and felt like morning sickness. But that was it. And I thought, you know what? If I'm just nauseous for one day, I'm good to go. But my daughter gave me some Zofran, and I took one of her Zofrans and it worked. So your provider can give you that as well with the shot, but then no nausea. So the one thing I do know, I'm not an expert, I'm not a doctor, I'm just sharing my journey with you. Because maybe you're like me. Maybe you're out there and you're thinking, I'm terrified of this. I don't want the Ozempic face. I don't want, to be constipated. I don't want, to lose my hair. I don't, all the things. I felt the same way. But I want to tell you to do your due diligence and really look into it. If it's something that you're, that you feel like you might want to try. Because I'm telling you what, people are dropping weight like crazy. So one of the things I am doing is I'm making sure I have my protein, about 100 grams a day. Now, again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse. I'm sure some of you have way more information about this than I do, but I'm just kind of giving you my simple, what I've been doing. So I make sure I have enough protein, obviously, enough water with my Bucky's mug, right? Eating better. So I'm trying to do all the things. So 8 weeks later, I got on the scale and I had dropped 34 pounds. Nobody was more surprised than me. Like, I thought maybe I'd lost 10 or 12 because, I could see it in my face and my stomach and my legs, and my clothes were a little bit bigger, but I had no idea. When I saw that 34 pounds, I about lost my mind. I was so excited. So that was a win. And I got to tell you, I like a week and a half later, I had to fly to Dallas to go to this big conference, this big launch of our company. And it was nice to walk across stage and feel a little more confident than I did 34 pounds ago. It was a good feeling. So I've got about 29, 30 more to go. So I will be weighing in about 10 days, and I'm excited to see, because the first weigh-in was 8 weeks, and then now I'm going to do them every 4 weeks, because I don't want to get obsessive about it. I don't want to just get stuck on numbers, right? So that's my journey. That's my story. And, I'd be curious, first of all, if you have any tips or tricks, if you've been on I'm on semaglutide, and I'm on the microdose. I'm on the very, very, very baby dose, right? So I'm in the little bitty dose. But I'd love your tips. If you've been on it and you're having success, what are some tips that you do? Like, are you walking? Do you go to the Planet Fitness? Like, what are you doing? What are your favorite foods that you're eating? I know my food's slowly changing. What I love about it most is that I don't get hungry and I don't crave the foods that I used to. I lived to eat. I lived to eat. And the reality is we're supposed to eat to live. So how's it going for you if you're on it? What tips and tricks do you have? I'd love for you to comment below. I'd love to read them. And maybe you're like me and maybe you've been thinking about it. You've been watching your friends. You've been seeing all this success with people, but you're just a little scared to try it. I get it because I was too. I was too. And I'm just so glad I did. And I feel better and I look better and my confidence is building up. Because the reality is I'm going to be 65 next month, right? And I want to sail into being 65 and looking the best and being the best that I can be. So I'm all about this GLP-1 shot now. I'm doing it very carefully. I'm doing it, through a telemed doctor, all the things. But I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So have you thought about it? I mean, have you thought about doing this shot? Were you like me and maybe a little bit skeptical, a little bit negative, a little bit scared of it? I'd love to hear your thoughts, right? Let's have a conversation. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. That's my latest, adventure that I've been doing since December, and I could not be happier. And I'm excited to see what the next few weeks are going to bring with how I'm feeling in my weight loss. So have an incredible day and God bless.